By now, I'm sure you've heard of the LGBT community and how they are all super big dumb loser faces. Anyway, despite all the hazardous warnings people give me about Buzzfeed, it remains one of my favourite things to scroll through the cancerous website with the sole intention to pick out the most ridiculous articles and subject them to immense ridicule during my spare time. The LGBT section of Buzzfeed is specifically dumb, and that's why the video I'm about to tear apart was embedded in an article I found in that section of Buzzfeed. I will link the video in the description below. Prepare yourself for immense face palming as I break down the nonsense that is a Buzzfeed video.
Lighting's on point.
Oh, my balls.
I think this short, couple second clip perfectly sums up the rest of this video. And that is that it's simply, when it comes to the LGBT community, all they want to do is, they say they want equality, they say they want equal opportunities, they want to be seen the same as everyone else. Meanwhile, all they do is play into these stereotypes that they're trying so hard to dismantle. They say, stop acting like all gay people are flamboyant and do this and do that. Meanwhile, they're talking about their balls and laughing about it, whereas if any straight white man was to do the same thing, they'd be called a pervert and be shamed. Anyway.
I mean, how many movie posters have you seen with LGBT people in them?
Brokeback Mountain.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
We're not as represented as we should be for being as big a percentage of the population as we are.
As big of a percentage of the population as we are. Are you being serious? You're serious? Okay, wow. You do know that gay people only make up 1.7% of the population. Trans people only make up 0.3% of the population. That's only 2%. 2% between those two categories of people. And if you add in bisexuals, you reach a staggering 3.8% of the entire US population. Congrats, you're still a tiny minority, dummy.
Like there was a token and you're like, oh shit, there's just one? Why is it only just one always?
And if you don't identify with that one token, it's like, who can you identify with?
Here's an idea. You've probably never thought of this one, but I'll give you this one for free. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. So how about, instead of just looking at people and judging them based on their labels, maybe try and identify with a character that your personality matches up with, rather than defining yourself by your own sexuality. As I said, you can have that idea for free. You're welcome.
Trans people are people too, and, we're here. We've been around.
Great argument. You finally stumped me. That was sarcasm, just in case you couldn't figure that out on your own.
I'll be recreating the Magic Mike movie poster.
I shouldn't see much of your eyes.
I'm so excited. It's one of my favorite films. Trans guys can bring it too, and I just want to show the world.
There's a lot of dumb stuff in this video, but this might be the most dumb part. Trans guys can bring it too? Bring what? What are you bringing? All I see you bringing is lots of half-hearted complaints that make absolutely no sense. And you're recreating Magic Mike. It's already a homoerotic movie. That's kind of like taking, I don't know, Brokeback Mountain and replacing the cast with all lesbian rather than all gay men just because diversity and LGBT. It's kind of ridiculous. These people are already very homoerotic. You don't need gay people in their place.
I just think it's important for LGBT media to exist.
Maybe I'm just being shallow here, but I honestly do not see a difference in this recreation. On the left, we see two queers looking far too happy for a couple that have cancer. And on the right, we see two queers looking far too happy that they have cancer. If someone could clarify this for me, then please tweet me at ragreynolds on Twitter.
I think also seeing different types of gay men in the forefront is important too.
Not all gay men fit into the role that is carved out in the media and don't look like that. And I feel like a lot of times if you don't look like that, it can be a struggle.
I think this part of the video kind of highlights the main issue with the LGBT community, and it's that not as many people hate gay people and trans people as they think. Of course, there are homophobes, there are transphobic people, people hate bisexuals, etc. There are lots of horrible people in the world. But no one hates LGBT people as much as LGBT people hate themselves. That's enough of this video anyway. If you want to see the rest of it, which I doubt you do, click on the link in the description. I have put it down there for you. Until next time, you're welcome, society.